Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, of course, we are continuing the journey of Ben 10 Alien Force. This is Ben 10 Alien Force Season 1, Episode 6. Now, normally I would say the title of the episode, but I don't actually know it. I've been told by several people on my Discord in the Ben 10 chat that there's some upcoming episode titles that pretty much spoil what's going to be happening in the episodes. And it may be better for me going in, not knowing the titles, so I have a system set up with Ben 10 Theorist, who's been helping me quite a bit in regards to getting all this set up, and other people as well have been trying to help me get all this stuff figured out in terms of not me being spoiled in the comments whenever I upload a new video, all that kind of stuff. Ben 10 Theorist has come up with a playlist essentially for me to click on the episodes without seeing the title and everything, and of course I'll look up the title after the fact, or maybe they actually show the title in the episode. I think that's what they do as well, but regardless, I'm not going to be seeing the title until after I see the episodes now, just so I don't get spoiled, because they're saying there's some blatant spoilers in the upcoming titles that will just pretty much tell me exactly what's going to happen, and maybe it's better for me not to know what's going to happen until I get into the episode. And I feel like, you know, I kind of agree with that. I really do, because maybe I would have been more excited and more hyped up for certain things in Ben 10, the original series, if I didn't know the titles for certain ones, like Ben 10,000 and all that kind of stuff. Was that? I think, yeah, that was a title. And Ken 10, even though I was kind of theorizing, what does that mean? So it's probably for the best. I think we'll just go this route for now and see how it does, and see how you guys respond to me not knowing the title until after seeing the episode. But so yeah, so Mike Morningstar, the last episode, all that glitters, insane how they handled that storytelling and how they handled that whole entire idea of what he was doing to those girls, and especially Gwen at the end there. But that was pretty brutal. People are saying like this is very horror like esque or whatever. I'm like, yeah, it really is. It really is a horror type story, and it's kind of crazy how far it went, and how Ben was really taking ownership of how he screwed up, how he literally just believed Mike Morningstar and just wanted to trust him and everything, and ultimately realizing that no, he still has a lot to learn. And I said that's good writing, that he's owning up to his mistakes and realizing he needs to be better at this. So I cannot wait to get in this episode, see what they show us, guys. We're getting into this show. I mean, we're only a little bit into the series, but I'm loving how it's different, and certain things, of course, similar to Ben 10, but I'm like how it's also different at times as well, and how it's more mature in that sense, because literally, I don't think you could tell a episode like All That Glitters and that kind of storytelling and Mike Morningstar, I don't think you could do that in the original Ben 10 series, because it's just a little too dark in my personal opinion. I don't know, maybe they could have pulled it off, but I just feel like it made more sense tonally to be in this show versus trying to tell a version of it in Ben 10, the original series. So anyways, let's get into now, guys, episode 6 of the show. Let's go. Upgrade? Of course it's gonna, of course. I like the design of the truck now. It's pretty cool. Then I like when Ben needed upgrade. Shit. Oh my god, dude, run. Oh, that's that girl that Ben likes. You talked in the first episode, right?
What if she finds out about the Omnitrix? I don't want her to think
Don't let that stop you, man.
Ben, you are weird.
Whoa!
Ben!
That crowd dispersed quickly.
Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Julie, I was wondering if you'd like to,
Go on a
I don't know,
date?
get together
Yeah.
sometime. We could go to the pier tonight.
Sure.
Great.
Great.
Well, he'll come by around 7.
Awkward as fuck. He's so awkward.
I wonder how the species survives.
That just doesn't happen. Much.
Yeah, comb your hair. It's sticking up a little bit right there. Yeah.
Great. Has anyone ever told you that you're a strange and dangerous person?
Yes,
But
constantly.
enough about me. And since I don't have a car,
Oh, you want to borrow the car? That's what you. Okay, that's the
or a
favor.
license, you're gonna wait till we're in the car, and then you're gonna make my life miserable, aren't you?
I mean, yes, yes. Oh boy, they're just kind of just
Now
it's
remember,
quiet.
Benny
Oh,
boy,
no.
your mother and I want you home by 10 o'clock sharp.
That car is bouncing. Oh my gosh, what the hell is it doing? That's just strange. Oh, it's tracking. There's like no one here.
Is that a watch?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Is it dinging because of? Is it dinging because of that? I think it is. Oh, it stopped
That's
at
more
least.
like
Uh oh. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
it. That can't be good.
You could just walk around it. Yeah, that'll wake you up. You could have ran around that too. Whatever. Watch out.
What is this? when carnival rides attack?
I mean, technically. So that's why it dings, because he's searching. Searching. Got him. What does he want Ben for?
I'm so over this. Humbo, andale!
What is going on? Where's Julie, by the way? Oh.
You and me got a date with my insurance adjuster.
Date?
Rob Paulson again.
Ah!
Wait, he's coming back. Later.
Who are you talking
Sorry.
to? Who are
Would
you
not
talking
believe
to?
the line.
I thought you'd stood me up.
No. He got attacked by an
Never,
upgrade. It's a
ever
long
do that to
story.
you.
It's a ride.
This looks fun.
It's taking over the jet. Of course it is.
But no secrets here. My life's an open book. Just your basic
That's an
regular
open
guy.
book. Okay, talk about the Omnitrix then.
Here we go again.
Oh god. Okay, so she's seeing this. It wasn't like she's gonna be oblivious to all of it. She's actually seeing something
You
going
stay here
on.
for a minute.
Whoa.
I'm not Jetray. Ergo, perhaps I should assign this new life form a more apropos nom de guerre. Brainstorm!
Interesting. Okay.
Now I am
Very
most
interesting design.
decidedly miffed.
The language he's using. Shield. Interesting. Oh, careful. Careful. I like the abilities of this new alien. That's pretty cool. Hey.
anything?
Yeah, you did.
Wait, you didn't see that?
Holy crap. Oh, of course she was taken. Yep. I just now thought about this. Of course Gwen and Kevin are not around.
This is just not my night.
No, it's not, dude. It's not a good night. Uh-oh. Jet Ray. Nice.
None of this makes sense.
About to say. Okay, holy crap. Ooh. Okay, interesting.
Let me go!
Well, I'm glad that she's conscious. Oh, hello.
How do you know my name? It's Ben.
Ben.
You're a monster?
Cool.
Cool.
It's like it's talking.
Excuse me, we're
I'm
talking
confused.
here?
Yeah, we're talking, but what are you trying to say?
Ship. You brought us out here
I
to
think
find
it's
that
shit.
spaceship, right?
Ship.
Wait, I've seen that thing before.
It's an upgrade. It's
Kinda.
an
I
upgrade.
used to- You're what's behind all this? It's a countdown. That thing's gonna explode.
Oh, shit. You gotta save. Yeah, do something. About to say, he can push through the field if he's strong enough. Throw it up. Yeah, throw it up as high as you can.
Well, as I was saying, before I lost consciousness,
I'll
I
pause it
extruded
again.
this symbiote. The one you call
Oh.
Ship.
Yeah, ship, sure.
Plumbers are intergalactic police officers.
Now she's just learning everything now.
And you wonder why most aliens only communicate with your livestock. Now, if you'll
That was
excuse
good,
me,
I
I
like
have to
that.
repair-
I guess this is probably the worst date you've ever had, huh?
Probably the most interesting
No, not
date.
the worst.
The most interesting.
Just different.
Doesn't he blorp back into your body or something?
Blorp. That's not how it works.
Literally like a dog. It's so funny.
Here comes somebody.
Somebody. Come on. Hello.
Wait!
Okay, well, I guess Ship's not staying around. I mean, I don't know. There you have it, guys. That was episode 6 of Ben 10 Alien Force. Peer Pressure was the title. And I gotta be honest with you guys, talking about all of Ben 10 and the first 6 episodes of Alien Force, this is definitely one of the weirder episodes of the show, because I wasn't expecting Ben to go on a date with Julie, which was interesting, and she just now knows a lot of shit now about Ben and everything. Like, she knows about the Omnitrix, he can transform, all that kind of stuff. She saw aliens, all this stuff. And now it seems like they're together. But then on top of that, it was about a version, like a little version, as he called Ship, Ben called Ship, like a little dog version of a upgrade, was seeking him out and basically attacking him. I guess because Ben was trying to run away, so he was trying to get his attention, and he's like, well, I have to be more aggressive. I guess that's what Ship, the little creature, was trying to do or whatever, because he was trying to track down and find whoever the nearest plumber is, because, like, when Ship was taking over that cop car, leaning up against a pole as Ben and Julie were getting out of the car, it was tracking both plumber badges. So since technically Ben stopped at this point and the car drove off, Kevin, of course, with the other one, the other badge, it decided to go after Ben. Because I guess if Kevin would have stayed, it would have went after both of them, I'm guessing. And also interesting, too, this episode had a little Kevin and a little Gwen, and that was pretty much it. Like, they were not in the majority of the episode like they have been up to this point with the first 5 episodes in regards to where all 3 of them have a lot of screen time. It was mostly Ben and his date Julie, and then I honestly thought, this is typical of a show, that the secret identity is not going to be revealed to the date or whatever. Like, usually those things take time. I wasn't expecting Julie to find out that Ben has an Omnitrix, can turn into aliens, all this kind of stuff. But they pretty much just laid it all out. They basically should have just gave her a copy of all 4 seasons of Ben 10 and say, okay, watch it. This was my life for a summer. Like, here, sit down, binge, enjoy. That's kind of how it felt like to me. And I like the fact, too, that she kind of just said, okay. And I'm guessing it's because there was all those stories and it was covered. And there was even a cartoon made about the aliens Ben could turn into during Ben 10 that it was kind of, I guess, known in the world that aliens do exist. So I'm guessing it wasn't really too surprising that this was all occurring. And thankfully she was like, you know, it's a different date. And I like that it's different. You know, it's not bad or whatever. It's not terrible. Of course, the walk back was terrible or whatever at the end of the episode. But still, she was fine with it. And of course, Ben was awkward as hell. Awkward as hell. And of course, Kevin wasn't making it any better because he was just like, now, son, make sure you're home by 10. Like, just being an ass in the car. Say, Ben's got a girlfriend. Like, typical shit there. Now, if this show was written more accurate in regards to real life, and instead of it being a show that kids can watch and we're not saying any bad words, I think Kevin would have been saying some really stupid shit that would have been too much for kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, it's like, hey, Ben, you know, Ben's a stupid little shit or whatever, you know, like saying stuff like that. I feel like Kevin would do that if they were allowed to do a more mature version of this show. But yeah, I think it's interesting that Julie found all this stuff out. And I'm hoping this is implying that we're going to be seeing more Julie, because now that she knows and, you know, the relationship can continue, like, he doesn't have to hold back, because he even jokingly said earlier in the episode, I'm an open book, you know, it's like, I'm not holding any secrets, like, or hiding any secrets, but like, since, like, he says that, and then it's like, well, she finds out, because he's Jet Ray, he's like, what did you do, Julie? Like, I'm right here, and how do you know my name? Is like, how does Ben get out of that? I was trying to think before because he didn't waste too much time to go, it's me, Ben, as Jet Ray. I was thinking, like, how is he going to get out of this? How is he going to get out of knowing her name, right? So, a lot of chaos in the episode, of course, and it's kind of implied, even though at the end they kind of maybe imply it's not, that Ship, you know, the dog version of an Upgrade, was going to be sticking around, but it starts chasing the truck. So maybe Ship is gone. Maybe. Or maybe the implication is that it's acting like a dog, because it was panting like a dog at one point and was chasing the truck. So maybe it's implying that it's like a dog. Eventually it'll come back to Ben, because it can track Ben, clearly, because it was tracking the freaking the plumber badges. So clearly it will track Ben again, I'm thinking, or it'll find Kevin. It'll find one of them or something. I feel like we're going to see Ship again. I feel like Ship's not gone forever, because literally they made a point for the Upgrade to go, well, you know, well, by the way, Upgrade was voiced by Rob Paulsen, also the police officer, and I think, who else was voiced by Rob Paulsen? There was somebody else voiced by Rob Paulsen in the episode. There was somebody else, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I pointed out, like, oh, Rob Paulsen. But we also had a new alien. I'm surprised I haven't addressed this earlier in the review. Apologies for that, but we got a new alien this episode, Brainstorm. And I gotta say this, it is one of the most unique designs and one of the most unique aliens in general in terms of powers and how it actually talks too. Like, it's just so crazy that this crab-like design is so smart, like a gray matter. Also has the abilities kind of like, and the Cannonball really have electricity powers. Maybe he did. I'm trying to think back, but his powers with electricity, his voice, and his freaking his vocabulary, blah, his language he uses is so over the top. Like, because gray matter spoke pretty smart. I'm probably not even speaking smart right now saying that, but he spoke at a higher level. He definitely has a higher intellect, right? But it seems that Brainstorm is even speaking even more over the top with certain language than Gray Matter was. Like, Gray Matter was still like keeping us in the loop, and there's times where, you know, Gray Matter's going off on a tangent. And we're like, okay, that whatever. Like, you're just saying a bunch of words to make it make sense. But like they're using like really like just intricate language that isn't normally used. What the deuce? And just saying really big words like, okay, but it's Brainstorm. And I like the fact too that this is the first alien so far out of this new wave. When you turn to an alien, you say the name. When he Humongosaur, and then he didn't say Jet Ray, but we know he was looking for Jet Ray. And then of course the Omnitrix, and there was like a shift on the pier, so he hit it, and then it turns into Brainstorm. This was the first alien so far. When Ben turns into the first time, he doesn't just say Brainstorm. He kind of questions everything, and then he gives it the name. So it was kind of like a slow build up, you will, to Brainstorm. I like Brainstorm. I gotta say, interesting alien for sure. And I like the fact that Ben even addressed, you know, the point about, well, you know, I used to turn into upgrades. Like, so I guess he knows he can't turn into the past aliens, or maybe maybe the implication is that he thinks he can't because he's only been turning into new ones now since the show started. I'm not really sure, but he pointed like, yeah, I used to turn into one of those. I used to call it upgrade. Also like too how the upgrade, voiced by Rob Paulson, also just love hearing Rob Paulson in the show. I like the fact that he made points like, now you understand why our aliens only talk to livestock. Like the whole joke about aliens only go to crop circles, or they make crop circles and they only show up on farms or whatever. The idea that aliens just talk to cows. That's what they do. That was a funny little moment. But yeah, so I wasn't expecting a date. Wasn't expecting this route of the episode, but I gotta say it was interesting. It was different. And the fact that it wasn't really dealing with like a giant threat, even though Ship, you know, the little version upgrade was being a little over the top, I think it's because Ben was thinking that this is, you know, something's going on here. But then again, he was trying to get his attention. But like, so when Ship turns into a bumper car and jumps out and like is like right in front of him, Ben starts running. So I'm guessing Ship thought, okay, well, I need to be aggressive to get his attention. Like, I don't know. I really got to go back and look at some of those sequences between Ship and Ben on the pier, because if the whole point of Ship to get Ben's attention, then there could have been a better approach than like trying to scare him. But then again, as soon as Ship like goes out of the actual ship itself and starts like searching around trying to locate a plumber's badge, takes over a semi-truck, attacks a guy. I don't think they even explain what happened to that guy, and then takes over a cop car, all that kind of stuff. It's like, it's a lot. But I guess Ship was just, like, Ship is not thinking like that upgrade was. That upgrade was really, really smart. Ship, not so much. Like, it's a dog, essentially, like a pet. So it's not thinking the same way as, like, say, if upgrade was, like, if that upgrade was out and about trying to find a plumber's badge, or someone connect to a plumber's badge, a plumber, and was trying to help like someone else stuck in a ship, I don't think it would have went the route that it did in this episode. But that's not the case at all. But yeah, Ben's got a girlfriend, it seems, and things are looking good, and she actually knows shit. He doesn't have to actually hide from her, which is, I think, a pretty good thing. But this might backfire later. I don't know how, but maybe her knowing is not good. But I don't know. But anyways, what do you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have about this episode, guys, please let me know in the comments below. This was pretty fun to watch. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.